We take you live now to Saskatoon, where Conservative leader Leader Poilievre is speaking to reporters at a campaign event. Let's listen in.
Do you think Daniel wants $250 billion of new Liberal debt that he's going to have to pay off? No, I don't think so. I think Daniel would prefer our plan to cut the deficit by the Liberal deficit by 70%. And he also, so he's 1 year old. In 2040, little Daniel would be 16 years old. So what does the government say that life is going to look like in 2040? According to this report, it's called Future Lives, Social Mobility in Question. Then there's this section on page 3 called More Snakes Than Ladders. Google it, look it up. It's a Government of Canada report, and they make some predictions about life if we continue on the current path. In 2040, upward social mobility is almost unheard of in Canada. Hardly anyone believes that they can build a better life for themselves or their children through their own efforts. However, many worry about sliding down the social order. Now, that means no matter how hard you work, you never get ahead, and you'll probably fall further and further behind. In 2040, the Liberal government predicts, owning a home is not a realistic goal for many. In 2040, people see inheritance as the only reliable way to get ahead. Society increasingly resembles an aristocracy, they predict. Wealth and status pass down the generations. Family background, especially owning property, divides the haves and the have-nots. Is that the future we want for little Daniel? I don't think so. And then you have aspirations for social mobility among youth are at odds with expectations of immobility. People rarely mix with each other. The tiny group of aristocrats, and I'm taking that word out of this report, it's not my word, tiny group of aristocrats stick together, and everyone else toils away, does the work, and is shut out from the leadership of the country. That is the future. People under the Liberal path. Liberal path means people's mental health may suffer. That's another quote. More people may struggle to afford rent, bills, and groceries. The resulting stress could worsen mental health challenges. And we go over to the next page. People will have to resort to foraging on public lands in order to scrounge out subsistence to eat. They say that people will have to break rules because they will have to go around regulation for hunting and fishing because they can no longer afford to buy food at grocery stores. Is that really the future that we can afford? Are we really going to let Mark Carney distract from the inflation, crime, rising housing costs that Liberals would continue to deliver simply because he tells lies to make people afraid of change? No, we can't. We have to choose hope over fear. We have to choose change for a brighter future for our families. And change cannot wait. We need a new Conservative government that will get busy on day one. And so I have some good news and bad news. The good news is Canadians can elect a government that will bring change. The bad news for the politicians is your summer vacation is canceled. We are going to keep Parliament open all summer long to pass 3 laws to bring change. 1, the Affordability for a Change Act. 2, the Safe Streets for a Change Act. And 3, the Bring Home Our Jobs for a Change Act. And until these laws are passed, Parliament will not shut down for summer vacation. We need change. Change can't wait, but the politicians' vacations will have to wait. Donc, j'annonce aujourd'hui
Today I'm announcing we will have 100 days of change, a change that we urgently need.